Hello, and welcome to your friendly neighborhood demon slayer. Yes, that is what we do here. We slay demons. Everyone on planet Earth experiences demons, not once or twice, but many times and by different entities throughout their life. These are the things and entities that cause us to get stuck and downfall and all this other lovely stuff. So we're here to eliminate all that. Let's bring some light to the situation. Let's see what steps we need to take to slay our own demons today. Okay. All right. So I've already done a collective reading for everybody for March 3rd. You can go check that out. So right now I'm just gonna do a general reading. Okay. So this can be uh, anything. All right. But what I'm looking for specifically is something that needs attention. Like, so we're going to ask the universe to reveal to us what message needs to be given to those who need it most right now. All right, if you did watch my other video, you know that I like to do 2 rounds of cards and I like to complete the layout before I begin reading. It's just how I roll. That may change in the future, who knows? It's not survival of the fittest, it is survival of the adaptable. Right? Right. All right, you guys, for this beautiful Tuesday, what message do we have? What message needs to get out today to someone who needs it? We have washing hands clean in the reverse. I hope y'all can see this. I'm going to learn what y'all can and can't see, but I won't know until I go to do the editing or what have you. Well, we have a bunch of cards trying to speak to us this morning. That's good. Window shopping in the reverse. So until we have a full layout, I won't know exactly what our reading is. We have enemy among us, but in the reverse. All right, so I'm moving to my second deck for the first round. Actually, let me get a better shuffle on these real quick. So Tuesday, what is the weather like where you guys are at? Are y'all suffering from any major storms or anything like that? We have warp in the reverse. Sorry, I'm hearing an alarm. Just making sure it wasn't mine somewhere. I think I use the same ringtone for an alarm as they do. 2 more, please. We have honor and respect in the upright. I usually also only take cards that face up and the first one that comes out. Sometimes I will take more than that, but I really have to be led to do that. All right, so we have fireworks in the reverse. All right, and then our first round of our Angel Tarot. Um, in case you're new to any of the tarot readings or anything like that, we have Two of Cups. But in case you're new, all right, when you get into the stuff, only listen to the things that feel right in your heart. As you know, if it applies to you, then take it, learn from it, grow with it, and learn how to integrate it into your life, whatever lesson it is. Otherwise, just ignore it, leave it alone, click off, go find a different reading. So we have the Hanged Man in reverse. Somebody doesn't want to turn their alarm off. It's still going. All right, and then we have the High Priestess in reverse. All right, round number 2. What do we need to learn today? What do we need to integrate today? Wishing for fame in the reverse. Expiring energy. And then we have balancing karma in the reverse. We have unity in the upright. We have misguidance in the upright. We have guide in the reverse. We have leadership, King of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse, that was. Then we have the Emperor in reverse. And one more, please. All right. We have 8 of Cups in the upright. All right. So let's get an energy read on this. I'll try to go into like maybe more specific. Let's see. Who are we talking about here? All right, I feel this. Whoever needs to hear this message is a masculine by energy. So you can still be female, but if you're carrying that masculine energy at any point, this could also resonate with you. It doesn't matter your gender. We're talking energy here. All right. It looks like whoever this masculine is, they do seem like a divine masculine, so that's good because who we want to aim to send messages to are our divine ones, are people who are working on their divinity under God. Um, you've definitely experienced. It looks like you've experienced a lot of betrayal, not just in romance, but in work life and even in friendships. It looks like at some point maybe your goal or your dream was like to become famous, like be in the spotlight, everybody's feeds and all this and that. But I'm seeing that you really don't feel that way now. I don't know. You've probably had a taste of it already, and if not, you've at least had the taste of what gang stalking and terrorism is all about. A lot of us, most people think these things are just imaginary, they don't exist, um, until they live it, and then they're talking another story. There's still a lot of stigma behind stuff like that, and stuff like that requires a lot of money to even try to like prove. You know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of us who have experienced like the gang stalking and stuff like that, we're not going to see justice in the physical court system, but you will receive in the spiritual realm, which does eventually transform into the 3D, and that's what we're working on here. Because unfortunately, humans, we are not perfect. Surprise, surprise, but humans are not perfect. We are going to make bad judgment calls sometimes. I don't care how good or great you are, how smart you are, you make mistakes. Ah, this energy is also, you've broken free from materials. Like you no longer have an attachment to material things, um, signifying that you've probably lost a lot. And somehow or another, you were forced to face that reality that nothing material means anything at the end of the day. Nothing. So that's good. You looks like you had maybe a bit of a rough patch there for a while. You're going down the wrong path, either with a group, organization, institution, employment, or friend group. You know, you it looks like you were partaking in corruption, but it now looks like that's what you're living through right now. Is that part of your karma? Is having to sit back and while you transform, you've got to face everything like head on. But it looks like you're working right through it, so that's great. That's really great, and congratulations. Not everybody, not everybody can do it. Not everybody has the self discipline, the self control, the inspiration, the motivation, the determination to persevere through this. This is a lifetime journey. I see that, yeah, you were in a leadership role, and whatever this corrupt organization was, you definitely, you were good at what you were doing. Very good. And it looks like you too. Okay, we were talking about the collective earlier. Um, coming across illegitimate spiritual guides, people who call themselves ascended masters and all this other stuff when they're not. They're like the farthest thing from it. From it, most of them. Um, so you went through the same thing. You definitely in this group, it looks like definitely you could have also experienced it earlier on in life, but you not only weren't left out in the cold. Some people are just left out in the cold to like have to fend for themselves. This is someone literally taking you and misguiding you, making you believe that this is the only way out of the system, that this is the only way to get ahead, to gain anything, to have anything material. But you discover that, like that's you flipped all of that over. Yeah, for sure. And whoever this was guiding you, it was definitely another masculine or masculine energy, I should say. And it looks like all of this is going to lead you to movement, moving. You're going to move. Like wherever you are right now, physically, location wise, you're not going to be there forever. At least not as long as you continue working, right? Because you're going to come into contact with the right people. Because being that you came out of corruption, you know how that system works. So, the, who would be the best person to go to try and solve any kind of corruption? Wouldn't it be somebody who was in it, who knows the ins and outs, that you know what I mean? That has become trustworthy, that has found God, that has found his spirituality. Like that's a very powerful being. To me, that's much more powerful than somebody who was taking the right steps all along their whole life. Because if they had nothing but right steps, then they've learned nothing. So they by the time they leave this life, they're gonna have to start right back at where they were in this lifetime. Does that make sense? If you don't elevate, if you don't take action to elevate yourself, then you're gonna stay there forever. I just say that to everybody, who's watching, just in general, because I know whoever I'm talking to is already aware of this. So just consider all this confirmation. Consider all this. I don't feel like you're totally like most of the collective right now. You don't. I don't feel like you particularly feel so heavily weighed down, but you do feel an inner struggle. And even though you overcome material things, it looks like they're still concerned in how you're going to provide either for yourself and or for other people who may be depending on you. But like I was saying earlier with the other message as well, this is all a test. So just remember that. I know you know, right? But sometimes we need a reminder. Sometimes we need to hear it from someone else that we're not the only ones going through this. And that it's difficult. It is difficult to turn our lives around when we've been living a certain way for so long. And I can't tell you how special you are to this entire planet for putting in that work and dedicating your life to Source, dedicating your life to bettering mankind. We can't fix our past. We can't go back and change things, and you know what I mean? But we have 100%, not control, but we have 100% ability to direct ourselves in whichever direction we choose. And but if we choose to do that with God, then that just it helps us. He is an he is an unseen friend in the background working, trying to help us correct any situations that need correcting that we don't have power over. We don't have say so over. If people see us a certain way, a bad person or whatever, and you're not, well, then the only thing you can do is pray. Because he's the only one that can bring illuminations to these people individually. It's not our job to sit here and try to defend who we are. We shouldn't have to defend our character. what should be happening is people should be educating themselves and saying, hey, you know what? Instead of spreading this rumor and telling other people how bad this person is, how about I go talk to this person and see what's up? You know? Do I think they're a bad person? I don't know. I don't know because I don't know them. But I'm going to make a judgment and I'm going to make a comment and I'm going to make, them feel bad because I don't feel good about myself. These are the things that karmics think about and do, unfortunately. Okay, so we want to stay out of that karmic energy. All right, so this masculine, I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Like I said, not just anyone can do this. I feel like you're also an older individual, probably my age or around my age, in your 30s, maybe 40s. Like, do you know how difficult it is for someone our age to change? I mean, really change for the better. Like, it's a rarity. And so that's a very special gift that you've been given. And I highly encourage you to hold on to that, to stick through it. The demons that you feel like you're battling right now are just shadows of those demons. Those demons are not there. You've already committed your life, right, to God, to repentance, to change for the betterment of mankind based on all the things that you learned and things you had to grow through and experience. Stay in that lane. Keep going. Please keep going. Especially our masculines. Like, we don't have, like, if anybody is going to change, usually at our age, it's going to be a female. So I'm telling you, like, this is so beautiful to me. And I hope this will encourage other men to also become illuminated, to look at themselves and realize what's happening, what they're doing, who they're affecting, who they're impacting by the actions that they're taking. So yeah, and I would love to hear from you. Like, if this resonates with you and you're this guy or woman, please don't let me discourage any woman that this resonates with. Okay? Yeah, I would love to hear from you guys. Write a comment, let me know. How are you doing? Like, where are you in your cycle? I see what you've overcome and I see where you're headed. So let me know if this resonates. I truly respect this energy and thank you for sharing this energy so that I can read it and hopefully give you some type of confirmation or inspiration or motivation, so that maybe you can spread the same to others. All right. I love you, beautiful energy and energies. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for listening. Thank you for learning. You have a great day.